Hey. How's it going?
It's going. Alice had us over here.
That's what he does. That's what he does best.
No, it's not Alice.
Oh, Alice. I thought you were saying Alan.
Yeah.
That's what she does. That's what she does best. It's true. I'm surrounded by amazing, genius comedians. So honestly, that's what they all do. I've been so fortunate to be on a show for so long where I just get to stand back and just like honestly react to them making me laugh or I don't know, make weird faces at them and their eccentricness.
You also get a chance to be a part of many pairing relationships. Obviously with Harry, with Darcy, and also your daughter. How has that been for you being able to be kind of whatever connection?
I love Kaylee Lorraine so much. She plays Jay. She wrote me a really long letter at the end of this season that I will cherish forever, and I love having this relationship with her. I think it was really good casting. She does feel like my daughter, and at the very least, she feels like family to me now. And I feel that way about all my cast members. After a show like this, you don't always get to see everybody. You don't get to do things unless you make a concerted effort. But there are certain people I don't have to make that effort with. Like Alice and I love each other so much. We're going to continue to be in each other's lives. Maybe not as often, but we're not that far from each other in LA. And Kayla, she's in Vancouver, but we've already made a plan for her to come stay with me in October. She's never been to LA. So, and Gary, like he just posted about, I don't know how I'm going to let go of my daughter and my stepdaughter, which is what he calls Darcy. And, he lives in Santa Fe. So I'm like, you know what, man, maybe I'll come visit you. Like, and frankly, Linda Hamilton and I are like family now too. I call her Aunt Linda. I've been with her, I've been in New Orleans twice to see her and visit. So I just feel like this show has awarded me like chosen family that I think we've been through too much together. It's not just one show that goes on for 5 years. We went through COVID and the strike, 2 strikes, and every season it was like, it felt like, oh, you're lucky, like it's gonna get canceled probably, not because we were bad or anything, it was just like because of the temperament and the times. So I don't think we ever really got to relax into the show as like its consistency, but we got to relax into each other as like a bonding, that we needed to get through. And I feel like you just can't repeat that. There's not that many shows I think that made it through COVID and the strikes. We have a very unique situation.
There's a lot of trust.
Yeah.
Not only, I think you can clearly see it off screen, you guys all together here now, but how much of it goes on screen, regardless of who you're paired with, you can see that you guys are having the time of your life, even if it's the most dramatic scene. We don't get even far between, but you guys look like you're having the best time.
Yeah, we are. I've never laughed so much at work. I've never cried so much at work in the best way. Happy tears. Obviously, Asta cries a lot, so also those types of tears. We really do have a lot of fun together. This is my first time being a series regular. I've done a ton of guest star and recurring work up to this point, but this is my first experience with a show at this caliber, and I just feel like I'm now excited and also nervous to move forward. What if the other shows aren't as fun or what if they are, and then maybe that's just like a through line that's good no matter where you are. Not every show can have that much camaraderie, but I think nowadays, if you're working and you're working together, it feels like there's a lot more camaraderie in the business than there was before because there's not a lot of work to be had. So I think we're all sort of cheering each other on, and anytime someone wins, gets a win, it feels like a win for all of us. And so I'm so curious to see what happens next. Same with Asta and Resident Alien. I'm like, what's gonna happen? Where are they gonna go? My dad has just asked me, like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? And I'm just like, it's exciting to explore that in the next 3 episodes. Yeah.
I was gonna say, given the option, you're a genre show or kind of just a straight dramedy or straight drama, right?
Thanks for asking. I was recently trying to figure this out, and honestly, Dramedy's cool, but I do love drama. That's my bread and butter. There is a little bit of, and I don't know if my castmates would agree because they're all comedians, but there is a little bit of what feels like pressure to be on in a comedic world that does not come naturally to me. It doesn't mean I don't have great comic timing or I don't understand, funny situations with my character, but I don't know. I operate and live so much better in a world that is honest and real, like real life. And this show is so not real life. Oh my God, are you getting me out? Up, and out. This guy. Okay, well, that's that. So